Hello students, today we are going to study a new poem. The name of the poem is Somebody's Mother. This poem comes in the textbook of 9th standard SSC medium English first level. So let's begin this poem. This poem is written by Mary Doe Bryan and let me begin explaining the poem to you paragraph wise.
Somebody's Mother by Mabel Down Northam Bryan. The woman was old and ragged and grey, and bent with the chill of the winter's day. The street was wet with the recent snow, and the woman's feet were aged and slow.
So in this paragraph, which is the first paragraph of the poem, the poetess Mary Doe Bryan is telling us that the woman, they're talking about a woman in this poem, and the woman is somebody's mother. As you know, it is already told us in the title. The woman was old. How was she? She was old, ragged and grey. You know, old people have grey hair. So ragged, she was wearing little dirty kind of clothes, and bent with the chill of the winter's day, and it was winter season. It was snowing over there. As you see the next line, the street was wet with the recent snow. There was snow on the street, so she was bent with the chill. So old people, they can't walk straight, they have little bent backs, and the woman's feet were aged and slow. And you know, old people, they can't walk straight also, they walk slowly, and they are aged. You can see the wrinkles on the face and certain marks all over the body.
She stood at the crossing and waited long, alone, uncared for, amid the throng of human beings who passed her by, nor heeded the glance of her anxious eyes.
So here they are saying she stood at the crossing. So she was standing at the crossing and she was waiting for a long time, waited long, alone, uncared for. She was standing alone, nobody was there to care for her, amid the throng. Amid means amidst, means in between. The throng means crowd of human beings who passed by her. Now on the crossing, you've seen many people are going, coming, crossing the road. So many human beings were there, but nobody cared for her, nor heeded the glance of her anxious eyes. Nobody saw at her anxious eyes. Nobody even looked at her.
Down the street with laughter and shout, glad in the freedom of school let out, came the boys like a flock of sheep, hailing the snow piled white and deep.
So down the street with laughter and shout came the boys. So now apparently there was a school on the road down the street, and what happens when school leaves, when it is 3 o'clock, it is time for you to go back home. You all scream and shout and go out of the school gate. So they are happy, school let out, the freedom. So the students, especially boys over here are mentioned, like a flock of sheep, they all came out on the road with the laughter and shout because they were free from school, hailing the snow piled white and deep onto the street where there was snow, white and deep, piled. There were piles of snow.
Past the woman so old and grey, hastened the children on their way, nor offered a helping hand to her, so meek, so timid, afraid to stir.
So past the woman so old and grey, they passed the woman who was so old and grey, hastened the children on their way. They were quick, they went quickly on their way. Nobody offered a helping hand to her. So meek, so timid. So meek means so weak. Timid means shy. You know, old people, you know, like very, very old people, like 70-year-old people, they're afraid to even move because it's the main road, the crossing, there is snow, children are free from school, so they're running around. So
Grey hastened the children on their way, nor offered a helping hand to her, so meek, so timid, afraid to stir, lest the carriage wheels on the horse's feet should crowd her down in the slippery street. At last came one of the merry troop, the gayest laddie of all the group.
So now, at last, the carriage wheels. So there were on the road were carriage wheels, horses were going. So many movements were happening on the road. Should crowd her down in the slippery street. Now she was afraid. Why? Because the road was slippery. Why was the road slippery? Because of the snow, the wet snow. At last came one of the merry troop. So one boy from the merry troop of students who were happy with the freedom of school let out. The gayest laddie. Gayest means happiest. Laddie means lad, boy. The gayest laddie of all the group.
He paused beside her and whispered low, "I'll help you cross if you wish to go." Her aged hand on this strong young arm she placed, and so without hurt or harm.
So this boy, the merriest, the gayest laddie came and he paused beside her. He stopped beside her and whispered, and very softly he told her. Whispered means to speak softly. "I'll help you cross if you wish to go." So he asked her, "Do you want to cross the road? Should I help you if you do wish to go?" So what did she do? She put her hand on his shoulder, on his arm. She placed, and so without hurt or harm. Softly she put her hand, and she knew she would not be harmed or she would not be hurt.
He guided the trembling feet along, proud that his own were firm and strong. Then back again to his friends he went, his young heart happy and well content.
So what did he do? He guided the trembling feet. Trembling means shaking feet. Old people, when they are crossed a certain age, they shiver, they tremble, they shake when they are doing any activity. So he was proud that his own feet were firm and strong. You try to have that feeling of pride that I have helped somebody because I am so strong. So he wasn't having the pride feeling, but he was happy, he was glad that he is able to help someone because his own feet were firm and strong. Then back again to his friends he went. So after he helped the lady cross the street, he went back to his friends. His young heart happy and well content. His young heart was happy and well content. Content means satisfied. How many of you have done an act of selflessness? How many of you have helped someone? How many of you have donated something to someone? How do you feel after that? Do you feel happy? Do you feel content? Do you feel satisfied? Or do you feel like, oh, why did I do this? Or do you feel envious? Or why should I give? During Diwali, during our birthdays, we go to certain organizations where we help the orphan children, we help the old age people. How do you feel? Have you done something like that? So remember that feeling.
She's somebody's mother, boys, For all she's aged and poor and slow. And I hope some fellow will lend a hand to help my mother, you understand? If ever she's poor and
So he's saying, now he's gone back to his group of friends, the troop of merry boys, and he's telling them, she's somebody's mother, For all she's aged and poor and slow, and I helped her because she's poor, aged and slow. And I hope some fellow, and I hope somebody in future when my mother becomes old. So he's talking about the karma philosophy here. What goes around comes around. You understand that whatever you do will come back to you. So today you've done something good, will someday or the other come back to you. It will not come back to you tomorrow itself, and it could come tomorrow itself. So he has helped somebody's mother, and he said somebody will hopingly help my mother also. You understand?
Slow. And I hope some fellow will lend a hand to help my mother, you understand? If ever she's poor and old and grey, when her own dear boy is far away, and somebody's mother bowed low her head in her home that night, and the prayer she said was, God, be kind to the noble boy, who's somebody's son and pride and joy.
So what happened if she's poor and old and grey? So he's thinking about his mother, when his mother will grow old, when she'll be old and grey. when her own dear boy, suppose the son goes out for some work, for studying or some work, or he's not around, somebody's mother, that lady, what did she do when she went home? She bowed down, low her head. What the senior citizens have the tendency, they give you ashirwad, they give you blessings for helping them, for doing, for taking care of them, doing for them. So this poem is a lesson out for love, respect and care. You should always love, respect and care your seniors. It is very easy to say, but it is little difficult to do, especially when it comes to somebody else's parents. For our own parents we always do. For somebody else's parents it is a little difficult, but you must think twice when it comes to helping someone, especially old ones, senior ones or grandparents. So in her home that night, because they pray for you, they have good wishes, they give you blessings. And what did she say in the prayer for that boy? God be kind to the noble boy. So because he did a kind deed, he was noble, she prayed for him, God please be kind to him, who is somebody's son, pride and joy. So here is the poem. We have finished this poem. Let me mark the difficult words for you. Okay. I hope these words are clear to you. Ragged, unheeding, glance, anxious, hastened, trample, slippery. I'm not giving you the very basic words, but of course some words which we need to know. Did we mark trembling? No. Trembling, guided, content. Oops, I'm sorry for this. In this paragraph, pride and joy, and you can go through the meanings over here. Okay, and there's one meaning over here, lend help, which you will already know. So I'll see you again next time.